What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And this time I'm reviewing the game Heavy Barrel, which was originally released in the arcade by Data East and it was later ported to the NES. And the plot revolves around a named terrorist group that took control of an underground complex with a nuclear weapon. You know what I'm saying? Mostly it's a nuclear missile site. You know what I'm saying? It's up to two unnamed commandos to stop this group and everything. Now the game pretty much has seven levels in it where you fight different types of enemies like green, army man, red man, tanks, helicopters, turrets, flying men, and stuff like that. You know. Now the items that you get in Heavy Barrel are keys that are dropped by the red man. There's one-ups, mace, a star shield, and stuff like that. Now the weapons in Heavy Barrel are blue grenades, red grenades, flamethrowers, pellet guns, and the Heavy Barrel itself. You know what I'm saying? The name of the game. Now, what makes the Heavy Barrel weapon different than the previous ones that I mentioned is the fact that you need six pieces of it to really use it, and after you fire the sixth piece, you pretty much have the heavy barrel weapon pretty much lasts 60 seconds/1 minute after you found the last piece, and the heavy barrel weapon is pretty much the strongest weapon in the entire game. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is worth noting that Heavy Barrel is a top-down military-style shooting game, pretty much similar to games like Jackal, Commando, and the Akari Warriors trilogy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you played any of those games, you know what to expect in terms of the view, in terms of heavy metal. You know what I'm saying? Now, it is worth noting that heavy barrel, rather, it has some codes, pretty much some cheat codes, allows you to skip to stages 2 through 7, and each stage from stage 2 to 7 pretty much have their own individual code. You know what I'm saying? But you also need a second NES controller in the second slot for you to actually execute the one of the codes. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can honestly say that the graphics and level design of Heavy Barrel are pretty good. You know what I'm saying? With some decent color palettes and all that, and the controls and gameplay are good. And I do like the amount of power ups that you have in this game, including the heavy barrel weapon itself. Now, I can say that the flamethrower is a pretty good weapon too. So those are the two weapons that you want to use throughout the course of the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, the soundtrack is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It does fit heavy barrel, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And from overall standpoint, Heavy Barrel is a good game in my opinion. It's just that it ended up being underrated due to the fact that it had I guess it had to do with the time of when this game was released on the NES. At least you know what I'm saying, because there's a lot of good games for the NES. You know what I'm saying, like the Mega Man games, Castlevania, Contra, uh, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like based off of the release of the game of this particular game on the NES. It seems like it just fell into the cracks. Now, I would honestly recommend anybody who is I would recommend pretty much Heavy Barrel to anyone who is a retro gamer and anyone who is a fan of military themed shooters and all that. As far as the score, I'll definitely give it 8 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Mainly because the graphics didn't necessarily age well, but it still is good. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, if you like Heavy Barrel on the NES, you can mention it in the comment section. If you think that the arcade version is better than the NES version, or vice versa, you can also mention that. You know what I'm saying? If there's a particular weapon that you like to use, whether it's the heavy barrel weapon or the flamethrower, don't hesitate to put it in the comment section. Now, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button if you like the video. Uh, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for further updates as far as new videos that I will upload in the future. With that being said, this is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.